Hi, I'm Jeff Thomas, Athletic Director of the Rosendale Brandon School District. The purpose of this video is to go over the athletic code for grades 6 through 8, all middle schoolers. To find the athletic code booklet, you can go to the Rosendale Brandon School District, either print off a copy or follow along if you choose to do so. Let's begin. The philosophy and objective of the Rosendale Brandon School District believes that athletes are an important part of education and that a variety of sports should be offered for both boys and girls. Participation in athletics is a privilege. Athletes must learn to follow established rules of conduct, training, and grooming, and to learn to work with others so they are to credit themselves, their families, the school, and the community. Athletes are expected to conduct themselves with pride in their efforts, regardless of winning or losing, and to realize that teams we compete against are composed of people who also will be giving their best. Responsibilities of an athlete: display good sportsmanship, good citizenship, display respect for those in authority, including officials of the school and the field of play. Our eligibility rules at the middle school level: first, you are required before participating in any sport to view this video, the athlete and their parents. Second, to review the athletic code and the rules of eligibility. The insurance: the school district does not provide insurance for our athletes. If you need assistance with insurance, we do have forms that will allow you to purchase outside insurance. Our squad selection: at the middle school level, there are no cuts. Academic requirements for individuals, again in the middle school, you are required to be passing all of your classes. If a teacher deems an athlete failing a class, they will be ineligible for 1 week. On Fridays, the list will go out to the principal. The principal will contact myself, and from that Friday to the following Friday, that'll be an opportunity for that athlete to be able to get all passing grades. Academics are very important. Conduct requirements: no use or possession of drugs, no drinking, possession of alcohol beverages, smoking, possession of tobacco in any form, no theft, stealing, no plagiarism or cheating in their assignments. Violations of these rules will result in the following penalties: first offense, 2 game suspension; second offense, 6 game suspension; third offense, suspension for 180 school days. It is my hopes that we have all good students in the Rosendale Brandon School District and that we won't have to go to any of those. Self-reporting: should there be an athletic code violation. For a first-time offender, an athlete has an opportunity to self-report, and that would have to be to their coach or to the athletic director. School behavior: the school or coach reserve the right to suspend an athlete for violations of school rules not related to athletic activities. Again, we hold our athletes to a higher standard. Conduct requirements also: athletes are under the authority of their coaches and must obey all team rules. An unexcused absence from a practice or game will result in disciplinary action determined by the coach. Each athlete is responsible for school equipment issued to him or her. This equipment must be returned at the end of the season. If it is lost, stolen, it is still the responsibility of the athlete and the parents to replace that uniform. So please take care of the school property that is issued to you. Athletes, very important, must be in attendance for the full day to be eligible to play in games that day or in practices that day. However, students will be allowed to participate in extracurricular activities if the absence is pre-excused, as prescribed by their school handbook. Pre-excuse forms can be found in all the district school offices. They need to be filled out and turned in prior to the student leaving for their appointment. This procedure is followed, they remain eligible for the game or practices that evening. The school district furnishes transportation to and from all athletic contests in school vehicles. If a student would like to ride home with their parents, the parent will need to address the coach, sign out their son or daughter prior to leaving the event. Wisconsin concussion law. In previous years, it was required that each student and parent sign a waiver that prior to each sports season. Well, the law has now been passed, fortunately, that at the beginning of each school year, an athlete and parent can sign the form once and it'll be good for that whole school year. Amateur status, something very important and continually changing. As our athletes are involved in many activities, be it through the summer, playing in tournaments, be it wrestling, basketball, baseball, softball, what have you, please don't let your children receive any cash prizes or any prizes that are of huge value or of value maybe over $25. If you have any questions, please contact your athletic director, myself, and I can help you with that. The best way is that the parent received the prize or gift, and then when your son or daughter no longer need to keep their amateur status, then you can give them those gifts. Prior to an athlete participating in any of our sports, they will need to have a physical. Example, 6th graders, if you're going to participate for 6th graders we have cross country, we have wrestling, and we have track that 6th graders can participate in. All other sports would be 7th grade. You will need, before participating in a sport, a physical exam. You'll need to turn in the athletic insurance, and there's a waiver if you do not want insurance or to purchase additional insurance. An athletic fee at the middle school level, it'll be $25 this year per sport. The signed district verification form, in which on that verification form will also indicate that you and your son or daughter have viewed this video. Emergency form, this is very important in case anything would happen with your son or daughter at a practice or a game. These emergency forms will be carried with all coaches at all times. If there's any changes that need to be updated, please contact your son or daughter's school so that they can update the forms so that we have all information needed. You need to attend the athletic video or view the athletic video, and parent and athlete agreement form, which again is the concussion form that will be available to you at all district schools. Appeal process. Should there be an athletic code violation and you don't agree with the athletic director's decision or the principal's decision, you have the right to appeal within 14 days in writing and request a meeting with the athletic review board. In doing so, the athlete will remain ineligible until this meeting has been set up, and all appeals processes will go into effect, and final decision will be made by the school board, and again, that will be final. General rules: an athlete wishing to transfer from one sport to another must gain permission in writing in order to do so. If an athlete, again, misses practice and is unexcused, the athlete will be suspended for the next contest. An example: competing on club teams or practices is not an excused absence. Other rules will be established by the coach of each sport in writing, and a copy handed out to each participant and athletic director on or before the first day of practice. All reports of violations must be submitted to athletic director in writing and signed by the person making the report within 30 days of the infraction. Something important: Wednesday nights is community night and will be recognized through all schools in the Rosendale-Brandon School District. An athlete will not need to practice after 6:45 p.m. if they choose to go to a community function. The athletic code, again, is enforced for 12 months. Please remember that. This concludes our grades 6 through 8th athletic code handbook. Should you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at Laconia High School. My direct line is 920-872-5308, or you're welcome to email me. Thank you.